to play this Beatles classic Let It Be, you basically need this kind of accompaniment. So that's the rhythm. You can practice first. Now for this, the difficulty can be is that the chords follow up. You have to be careful what your right hand does, because otherwise you end up maybe all over the place on the keyboard. So what I would do is you start with this inversion, C, you go to G, and then your right hand with the A minor chord goes down. With the F, the top note goes like this. And then I would place back my hand like the beginning for the C chord to G. And then important, if you go from G to F, the bass goes down one note, so I would go up with the right hand. Back to C. And then you have the same thing, C, G, A minor, F, C, G, F to C. That's exactly similar. Then with the chorus, of course C to A minor is easy. And now you can see the bass goes down. A minor, G, F to C. Now it wouldn't hurt if you would do it parallel. Would not be wrong. It might be a little better if you also do the right hand up. Like that. So every time the bass goes down, you move with the right hand up. A minor, G, you go up. G, F, you go up. Like this. And to go back in the last bars, I would use the same inversion again. You can change the like that, hand, like that. F and to C. That's a good way to place the chords. Now the next step is how you play this with the accompaniment. Easy, like this. even add some little things to this. For example, very typical is when you go in the fourth bar from F to C, that you do. So you do, actually you make thirds with the bass. The bass does F to C, and you use this parallel with thirds. And you can even have the C and sustain that. It's not that hard actually. That's one little thing you can add. Another thing is what I do, I'll show you, is I keep the same thing as I did before. So this basic kind of, but what I do is I add a little ghost note here in the thumb. So like that. That's actually what happens. I show you again slowly. And the tricky bit is, of course, when you change to the next chord, you have to be really fast, because if you're too slow, it won't work. So C. Another thing you have to be careful with is that you play that note soft enough. First I would play it loud. You know, if you practice, you just do that, you know, like that. But then if you make it softer, it's like a little thing a drummer does in a band. You don't notice it, but it gives some kind of underlying feel.